Hello guys and welcome to Stevie C TV. We are here for the Premier League preview of Game Week 7. So here's all the predictions for you guys for the games. We've got a big game this weekend as well. We have got Aston Villa versus Man United. If you can regard Man United as a big team right now, honestly, even I'm starting to doubt it. I am starting to doubt Man United at the moment. But yes, we are here. Let's get the predictions sorted, guys. And let's tell you what I think is going to happen this week. And let's have a bit of a recap of what happened last week. Before we do though, guys, as always, please like that video, please share and subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to miss any new videos, make sure you click that bell as well, and that will help you get the notifications every time I get a video out or a live stream. First game we're going to talk about today is Palace versus Liverpool. Liverpool are going to win this 2-0. Easy game for Liverpool. I just think they've got far too much confidence at the minute. I think they've got more than enough goals in them. So I think it's going to stay 2-0. And Palace are still trying to figure out that defence. Once they sort out the defence, they'd be alright. Obviously, Elise is a massive miss for them as well, getting the goals up front. We've got Arsenal versus Southampton next. I'm going to go with an Arsenal 3-0 win here. Southampton don't look good. They even got smashed by Bournemouth last week in I think it was 3-1. But yeah, they just don't look good at all. They're going to be the first team down this season. A lot of people are saying they're not even going to get in double digits. Will that happen? Obviously, we've got plenty of games for the rest of the season to happen first. But Arsenal look really, really good at the moment. Can Arsenal go on and win the league? That is the big question now. But yes, Arsenal to win 3-0 against Southampton. Brentford versus Wolves next. Brentford managed to get a point up against West Ham last time out. And I still think they're going to do well in this one and beat Wolves. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Brentford. I think Wolves have got enough to go and get a goal. I just think they're struggling. They're a team that overperformed last season and it's starting to show this season as well. So Brentford, they look alright. They look like the mid-table team that they are. And I think they're going to do well. And Emblemo might even get on the score sheet this week. Next is Leicester versus Bournemouth. I'm going with a Bournemouth 2-1 win here. As we've already mentioned, they smashed Southampton last week. And Leicester are another team that came up this year. And I just think they've got far too much quality about them. And they can just do better than Leicester. And I think the thing with Leicester is they can go and get a goal. And I think they will in this one. And that's why I've said 2-1 rather than a 2-0 victory for Bournemouth. Man City versus Fulham next. And I'm actually going to go with a Man City 1-0 win. And I think it's going to be quite close. The only reason why I think it's going to be close is because Rodri is not in the side. Obviously, Gundogan is in the side. He had a bad performance against Newcastle where they did get a 1-1 draw. But I think Gundogan's going to start getting that confidence now. He scored during the week. And that's the kind of player he can be. He can do the holding role. He can do the attacking role. So he's a very good player, Gundogan. People need to realise that he can actually do this role. And even though he can do the role, I just think Fulham have really performed at the moment. And they're getting some good results. And they're testing a lot of teams. And Man City can be tested by Fulham. I just think that they're going to hold out in the defence. And it's going to finish 1-0 Manchester City. Next, we've got West Ham versus Ipswich. Both teams got a point last week. Both getting draws. Ipswich getting the draw against Villa. So it's going to be a very close game. I think both teams have proven that they can score goals. I think West Ham need to score more goals going forward. And I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go West Ham 3-2. Obviously, Ipswich could even win this 3-2 with the way that they're performing at the moment in attack. But they're getting good counters and they're breaking down defences quite well, Ipswich. But I just think West Ham have got the better team. And with players like Kudus, you never know what's going to happen to you. Everton versus Newcastle next. And Everton actually went and got the win against Palace last week, 2-1. And Newcastle obviously drew with Manchester City. Newcastle looked good. But I think this is the game where it turns around for Everton. They start getting a bit more confidence. I'm actually going to go 1-1 in this game. I just feel like Everton at home, I think they can do it against Newcastle and they'll get that draw. Now to Man United. It's Villa versus Man United. And I'm actually going, for the first time ever, a Villa 2-0 win against Manchester United. I think this is the last game for Ten Hag. I think he's done. I think he's out of here. And Villa are looking good. They are looking good. They went and got a 1-0 win against Bayern Munich. John Duran, again, having a great season, John Duran. Him and Watkins look good. They are good players. So this is going to be a good season for Villa. And I think they're going to get them the 3 points against Manchester United. And it's going to be a bye-bye Ten Hag. but it looks like we might have that international period to bring in a new manager or keep Van Nistelrooy there and give him the caretaker role for a little bit. Let's see how he does as the manager. Let's see what happens with that, guys. But 2-0 Aston Villa. Chelsea versus Forest. This one, it's going to be a close game, I think. Chelsea's starting to look good. They are starting to shine a little bit more. But I think Forest can challenge a few teams. I'm just going to go with a 1-0 win here for Chelsea. And like I said, I think they could shine and smash it, Chelsea. But I think this is going to be the game where they just kind of have a bit of a shake. Realise they're not top of the league kind of capabilities yet. But they are starting to perform as a team, which is looking good for Chelsea. Chelsea fans are starting to enjoy their football a little bit more. Obviously, they won 4-2. Goals always make you enjoy football. So, 4-2 win for Chelsea last week. I think it's just going to be a 1-0 this week. The last game now is Brighton versus Spurs. Both teams, good form, good runs. And obviously, Spurs smashed Manchester United last week 3-0. And did they not just smash them? They absolutely rinsed them. And if they perform like that, they will smash Brighton as well. But I'm going with a 1-1 draw here. I just think that Brighton starting to a bit more better in defence this season. The new manager's come in. He's doing well with them. And Brighton look like they can still get a goal here and there as well. So going 1-1. I think this is going to be a bit of a knock of confidence. I think the confidence is going to be high with Spurs. But I think they'll bring them back down to earth a little bit, Brighton. And come, it's only Man United. That's the way that Man United have been this season. You've played Man United, mate. You've not played us yet. And that's how Brighton are going to see it. But this is it, guys. They are my predictions. It's been the Premier League preview for Game Week 7. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, as we mentioned at the beginning of the video. Every single one helps, guys. We're trying to get to that 1,500 subscribers. And we're on our way. We are on our way. We've only got 50 more subscribers to go. So let's keep it going. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you on the next video, guys. Bye-bye.